Welcome. We're here at Rick's Cafe Live. You might have noticed it's just me. So for those of you who want to hear why, I'll let you know right after this song. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Philippe Says. Applause. Applause. Oh my God. This is very unusual. I have to say it's very unusual, and I want to thank all of you. First of all, first and foremost, I have to have my tablet here. I'm going old school and analog because I can't remember much. So I have to thank everyone who has contributed and subscribed to this show, because it's absolutely so moving for me to see how many people have taken part in this and who are enjoying the show and have helped to make it happen. The reason that we don't have a full band here, for those of you who didn't see my Facebook post, is because the governor of California last night issued an order for us all to shelter in place. And so here we are. We're sheltering in place. We've got the family here, and we're staying home. I thought it'd be a good idea to just do the right thing and let everybody know that this is smart, because this is a serious time, and we need to all do our part to stay healthy and to stay well. So what I want to do right now is play some music for you. That song that we just played is called Bahia, and that's Kyle's favorite song from the record, from my new record, and Crossroads. And so I want to play a song right now. I gave people the opportunity to request songs, and so we're gonna my wife's holding up a note for me to see it, and my eyes are so bad I can't. Honey, you got to come like really close so I can see that. Just whatever. We're gonna do a song now because I asked people if they had requests, and Jessie Taylor wrote in, and she wanted to hear one of my old songs. And I have some old songs because I've been doing this for a while. And this particular song is about a city right now in Italy who is also having they're having a really difficult time. But their courage has been inspiring to so many of us. The canals over there in Venice are running clear right now because the boats aren't running, and so people can see fish. They're crystal clear. It's so out of a very bad situation, some good things are coming. Anyway, we're going to do a song right now. This is a song called Missing in Venice, and I want to dedicate this to Jessie Taylor, who requested this song. So here it is. It's Missing in Venice. says, let's take it to the bridge. Applause. Thunderous applause of 3. Oh my God. I want to play a song. Let me take. Hello. Sorry. Somebody's in the cave. I want to play a song for you now that nobody requested. But I'm going to play that. It was my commute to get to this particular gig was incredibly difficult. I had to get from the kitchen all the way to the living room, and it was incredibly tough because there's a bathroom along the way. And, here we go. And my age, you never pass up a bathroom. So anyway, I almost didn't make it on time. But I'm going to play a song right now that nobody requested, but I want to do it. It's called Tijuana Dance, and this is a song that you all have heard me play 1,000 times, but I just love playing it because it brings back memories of the Allentown Fairgrounds with my family when I was learning to play the horn, and there was this man who was a huge pop star on AM radio back in the day when Grazing in the Grass and songs like Tijuana Taxi and The Lonely Bull were huge pop hits, and he was a huge inspiration. I'm talking about Herb Alpert. So we're going to do this song that I wrote with my dear friend Philippe Sace, my neighbor, who I'm hoping to have on this show when we are able to bring live bodies in here, live people. And I'm hoping that we can get Philippe Sace to come and be one of my guests. So here we go. This is Tijuana Dance. By the way, the band so far has been magnificent. I don't think anybody's made a mistake. So I can guarantee it, I will be the first one to mess up. Let's see how this goes. rest. Get ready. After breakdown, it's always a trumpet solo. I don't know why. Oh, my wife is dancing over here. My production crew is grooving. Everybody's at least 6 feet apart. We're quite responsible. I'm going to play solo. Before I die. I am having so much fun. Thank you. Applause without asking for it. It's getting really good. It's really getting good here. The vibe in this room. I'll tell you something, though. I know. Here's the thing. You know, I'm looking at my set list, trying to figure out what to do next, and feeling a bit parched. Oh, my gosh. I know you all are drinking wine, so look at there's a wine being delivered from at least 10 feet away by Mrs. Braun with police tape on the actual delivery mechanism. And I love you. That is responsible, yet not responsible, handing a trumpet player a glass of wine in the middle of a show. Anything can happen from this point forward. Okay, here, cheers. Cheers, everybody. We love you. Salute. We're going to get through this together. Okay, here we go. Salute. All right, now the challenge is not to spill that, because I am prone to spilling. We're going to do a song now, and I'm going to, like I said, people have written to me on the email that I gave on the link in Facebook and requested songs. And so this song was requested by Sue Gallagher. Sue, I'm going to send this out to you. Sue, this is a song called Notorious, and this features Boney James. This is the original recording of Notorious minus the trumpet that I'm going to play to. Now, the challenge for me on this, and not a lot of people know this piece of trivia, but this song was written in the key of D flat minor, which is ridiculously hard to play in. Very few people on the trumpet or flugelhorn have attempted to play in that key, and I'm really not going to attempt much today, but this is in the original key, and since I play it live, I've moved it up a half step to the key of D minor, which, as we all know from the movie Spinal Tap, is the saddest of all keys, and it works really well and easy to play in. So here it comes, and I believe Boney James, this was one of several songs that Boney and I collaborated on. We have a long history, as you know, of playing on each other's music, and he's such an amazing person, such an amazing player. So I'm grateful for all he has contributed to my career, and I have also played on several of his songs. So this is Notorious, and you're going to hear Boney playing on this if all goes well. A little bit of a slow start. That's Boney. He didn't know he had a gig tonight. Love that. Love that. Man. Uh-oh, I lost half of the crew. Applause, please. Okay. Half of the crew means one person. All right. I hope you don't mind me using this tablet. I mean, I know, as I said before, Dave Koz would be proud. He's totally an analog person when it comes to taking notes and all of this stuff. When we make records together, and we've made a few together, he's always got his legal pad. And my wife went to Target before they ran out of toilet paper, and she bought me a tablet, and it was very sweet of her to do that. So, you know, I've got everything I need. I'm ready to go on with this show as soon as I figure out what the heck we're going to do next. And that is going to happen. Hold on. We just played Notorious. Oh, I see exactly what we're going to... What's going on? What's going on? For crying out loud. Somebody's calling me during the show. Oh, my God. Look at this. It's Richard Elliot. It's Richard Elliot. Hey, I just unplugged my phone. Hold on. Hello?
Hey, buddy.
Hey. What's going on, Richard?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I'm okay. I got a little issue I need your help on.
What? Oh, what is it?
So I'm like working on these planters. Camilla like gave me this job to do where there's like 30 planters.
He calls me with this stuff all the time.
And it's all like, it's like wrought iron with these kind of nuts and bolts. And I thought I had a system. It was like working really good. You know, I was kind of doing it just with like a ratchet and
a ratchet.
And a ratchet.
A ratchet. Okay, a ratchet. Okay.
Because there's like each one of these planters has like 30 like nuts and bolts that have to go in the.
Richard.
So no, so look, hear me out here, because I kind of feel a little bit bad about this too. So I'm trying to get it finished, and I get this idea. Why don't I use my air compressor? So if I use the air compressor, I can do it like 3 times faster, at least, like, you know, probably maybe 10 times faster.
What am I gonna do?
I haven't used my air compressor in a while, and I got it plugged in, ready to go, and it pooped out on me. I don't know if it's the motor. It might be the belt, you know, like the belt. It's one of those belt drive motors.
Excuse me, folks. Excuse me, Richard.
I was actually just going to ask you. You know, I lent you that other compressor that I had. Like
yeah, but wait, you didn't loan it. You gave it to me. You gave me that air compressor.
Okay, you're right.
You gave me.
Enough.
Yeah,
you're right. I did give it to you. I didn't lend it.
I use it every day to floss. I use it every day to floss. Air flossing. It's a new thing.
I haven't tried that.
Cleaning the grill.
So anyway, so what I was really kind of going to ask you, if there was any possible way I could borrow that, and because I'm trying to get this thing done.
Hold on.
And I know we've got like the whole social distancing thing, so you could like just leave it.
It's like when my mother called me in the middle of Newport Beach show. Same thing. Listen, Richard, hold it. Yeah. Can I stop you for 1 second? Listen, clearly you're clearly.
I'm sorry, I'm really worked up about the whole thing.
I understand it, but clearly, give me 1 second here, because clearly you don't understand that I'm in the middle of a super huge live YouTube show. It's like a big deal for me. There's tens of people watching, and it's like a big deal, and I'm in the middle of it, and you're live on the show right now. I mean, you're just right in the middle of the show. I just took your call because I saw you called me, and I always take your calls. So, but while I have you, would you mind if I asked you a question or two, Richard?
You mean to tell me I just said that whole spiel about the compressor and the planters, and you're like broadcasting right now?
I can't believe this. Yeah, and you are on YouTube here. And you sound great, by the way. Your quality of your voice sounds amazing. You sound clear and crisp. It's nice, but content is questionable, at least. You know. Yes, you're live on YouTube right now in the middle of a show, And but listen,
You know, seriously, you could have said something.
well, I tried, but you wouldn't stop talking. It's the same as my mom called me in the middle of a show in Newport Beach on Mother's Day. How do you not talk to your mom? How do you not talk to Richard Elliot? I had to. So listen, the bottom line is this. I'm happy to bring the air compressor down to you, and I'll bring it down, and we will get together and work on your new project, which I'm sure folks would love to hear about your new project a little bit, because I know while you've been at home, you're doing some work, right?
I'm so embarrassed right now.
You have to get over it. You gotta get past it, brother.
I'm so embarrassed.
I know, but listen, you gotta get past it, brother. You got to give it a try.
I mean, I should have said, I could have said something that sounded a little less mundane, like I was like, building, like working on my airplane or something, like, pulling the engine off, or
no,
like putting new pistons in or something, or in my car.
It's much better that you talked about ratchets. That it's much better to talk about ratchets than pistons. I think that's better.
Yeah,
it's better.
And I think it also bodes well to say that this whole thing was because I'm doing a honeydew,
right? Basically,
with trying to appease my wife, who came home with 30 planters for me to put together.
Well, this sounds to me, buddy of mine, who I love dearly, that you are doing.
You back, buddy.
That sounds to me like, all calling at the wrong moment aside, it sounds to me like you're doing really well and getting better. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, no, I'm doing great. And, obviously these are, very trying times that we're in right now, but, we're home, hunkered down here, Camilla and the kids, and we're just, we're being together. And, it's interesting. We're having, all my children are home from school, and, we're having more meals around the table now than I think we've had in like the last year.
Yeah.
You got to kind of find, silver linings.
Yes.
and glimmers of sunshine in the fact, and what's really a trying time for, I know a lot of people are very nervous, and rightly so, but and I am doing something that I never do,
which is
I'm practicing.
What? Now that
you might have to explain that. That's like the standing joke in our circle of musical friends. Me practicing.
Okay, Richard. First of all, Richard Elliot, in my mind, and I know you're going to disagree with me because you're that kind of person, is a genius. I mean, we've known each other for many years.
No.
I knew that. I knew you would say that. He would come off the stage back in the Guitars and Saxes and More, because I was And More, not And More. I was And More. And we'd come off the stage, and you'd play ridiculously, and you'd go back to the dressing room, and in between, when you'd have to come out again, you'd be studying JavaScript for Dummies and killing PIDs, and then you just run onto the stage and be brilliant, and then come back and be brilliant on other things. And I've always respected you so much for that. The way that your mind works is unbelievable, and I'm kind of rambling now, but I had to go there. Sorry.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's really nice of you to say. I mean, I think what it really means is, my mother used to say this, and it's a Yiddish word, which is, I had shpilkas. Shpilkas means, the direct translation is ants in your pants. I always like to be doing something. So that's all that was, but that's really nice of you to say. And I have to kind of shoot one right back to you, that for me, playing with you on stage is one of the great joys that I have in my life, is getting on stage with you, and when we tour together, and I've been so lucky to have you as a producer on a bunch of my records, and it's just a wonderful joy and a blessing to be able to work with you and to get on stage. You can't even call it work. I mean,
no, we have pterodactyl, which is, we go to the Cuban restaurant down the street. They have chicken like the size of a horse, and
yes.
we do have a great time, brother. And I love you dearly. So here's the thing: I do have to kind of get back to the show. I kind of have
Okay.
to play some music, but I have to. Please keep us posted, and keep going, getting better, and I can't wait for us to hit the stage together again soon. And love you dearly.
Love you too. Can I just leave one thing with all of your listeners slash viewers?
Yes.
Just kind of my little contribution for anyone out there that's, feeling understandably anxious during these times. Do you mind if I
I
kind
would love for you to do that. Absolutely.
of,
Thank
okay,
you.
all right, hold on. Love you, buddy.
I thank you. I thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Richard. We're all there with
Now-
you, all there
Now
with
I'm going
you.
to watch you.
Okay.
Now
Oh
that
no.
I know you're online.
Now I'm going to get nervous. All right. I'm more nervous. All right. Love you lots. Thank you for interrupting us. I'm sure everybody loved hearing from you. And
Love you
take
too.
care.
And love to everyone out there.
Okay. Take care, brother.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Boy, that was an unexpected call. I mean, he clearly had no idea what was going on here, but so great to hear from Richard. Oh my gosh, so wonderful to hear from him. I haven't spilled my wine yet, but I have disconnected the band. So I need to replug the band in before we can go further. And that will take 1 second. So kind of going old school. I mean, that was nice for me to play in that key. It has a different feel. Notorious in that key, and Boney sure sounds great, man. And so I want to do a song now, and this is for one of my fans. That is, every time we go and play in the Birchmere, this young lady is there, and we're so glad that she brings a whole gang of people, and I'm talking about Bonnie Shendell. And so we're going to do this song for her, and this really was the song that started me out on my whole career. I was on the road with Rod Stewart, and my manager called me and said, you know what, you got to make a decision to either be a side man or be a trumpet player and give it a shot, because this song's blown up. It's called Cadillac Slim, and this goes out to Bonnie Shendell. This is the original track. Everybody clap your hands at home. Come on. Woo! Come on, crew. Yeah. fugue on the bass. Cadillac Slim. It's funny, as I was playing that song, I was thinking about, I was in Lake Tahoe when I got that phone call to make the decision not to continue on with Rod Stewart and to become a solo artist. And I remember I was just in a phone booth. You remember phone booths? Oh my gosh. That was a while ago. So I want to do a song for you now that was requested. Not the particular song, but the style of the song. And this was requested earlier today by Mary Bentley. Mary Bentley said she loves to hear me play standards. And so I have a song that I want to do for you. It's a Leonard Bernstein song, and it's a song from a Broadway show called Wonderful Town. Leonard Bernstein was one of the writers on this song, so it's pretty awesome. And it's called It's Love. It's from my Sings with Strings CD, and the beautiful arrangement was done by Philippe Sace once again. And he's also featured on the vibraphone in this track. And his vibraphone solo is amazing. You may not know this, but Philippe Sace studied the vibraphone with Gary Burton, the very famous vibraphonist and teacher at Berklee School of Music. So here's Leonard Bernstein's It's Love for you right now, I hope. Let's see if the band can do this. Here it is. I hear it. It's going to come right now. Here it comes. There it is. By the way, this was sung in the original play by Edie Adams, who was the pitch girl for Muriel Cigars. You remember her line? Why don't you pick one up and smoke it sometime? I'm really showing my age here. Showing my age here, Mom. It's love, it's love. Well, who would have thought it? If this is love, then why have I fought it? What a way to feel I'm on top of the world. What a way to feel I have found my girl. It's love at last. I've learned what I'm here for. It's love at last. I've someone to cheer for. I've heard it said you know it when you feel it. Well, I see it and I know it. It's love. Gonna play. Go ahead, brother. Love, that's love. Well, who would have thought it? If this is love, then why have I fought it? What a way to feel I'm on top of the world. What a way to feel I found my girl. It's love at last. I have someone to cheer for. It's love at last. I've learned what I'm here for. I've heard it said you know it when you see it. Well, I see it and I know it. It's love. Yes. Thank you, crew. I certainly love playing that kind of music. When I sit at home and practice, that's the only kind of music that I play. I want to once again, I know I mentioned this earlier, but I want to thank all of you for subscribing to this channel. And I know some of you are watching and haven't subscribed. I would welcome you all to subscribe because this is not going to be the last Rick's Cafe. And I'm hoping the next one we do, we will have a full band here for you because that's what we really want to do. And we've have plenty of people who want to come, but for the sake of safety, we had to do it this way. And I want to thank you for tuning in anyway, and thank you for all of your support. So press that subscription button down there if you haven't already. So we want to do a song now for you. This was requested, actually this was requested by Don Martinez. Don Martinez out there. This is my daughter's favorite song on my new CD, and Crossroads. So this is I always like to put a song on the record that I can picture her out back dancing and just having a great time too. So this song is actually the new single and doing very well. And we're going to do it for you right now if I can find it. And I'm going to do my best. There it is. It's a song called Around the Corner. So I hope you enjoy it. It's, once again, going out to Dan Martinez. All right, here we go. Obviously, the show's going to go a little long. Is that all right? You guys got something to do? Somewhere to go? I actually borrowed my neighbor's dog so I could go outside because you're allowed to walk your dog. I don't know. You need a dog to walk outside. I don't know why. afraid that. It's around the corner. It's around the corner. All right. Let's see. I guess we've gone an hour. Is it time to... Hello, everybody. I can't see anything. Oh! There's a huge note that I can read, and I want to say this for sure. As the shows go on, we want to just, you guys can bring in your requests, birthdays, whatever. We're happy to do that, and I'm not going to stop doing the show. We're going to continue on. I want to say happy birthday to my dear friend, Mr. Rick Phillips. We love you, brother. Mwah! Happy birthday, brother. Would you mind, because I'm going to try something right now. Instead of playing one more song, I want to do something and call somebody who I know you know who I'm going to call, because we were hoping that he would be here, and he actually offered to be here, but he couldn't. But we decided not to do it for the sake of safety and being responsible. And I'm going to call him right now, and I think you're just going to hear first few words from him, and you'll know who it is.
Who is it?
Is this Peter White?
Hey.
Hi, it's Rick
Hey,
Braun.
Rick.
Hi, Peter.
How are you doing? Hey, aren't you doing a show right now?
I am doing a show, and at least you know that, because Richard Elliot called in and had no clue. He was just asking to borrow some compressor. But
I know. I was supposed to be there, and I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but the governor says we must stay home to be safe. So
I know.
We'll do it another time.
We'll do it another time. It's a rain check for sure, and the support for the show has been overwhelming, and so we definitely are going to do another show and have you here and have the band here, and it's going to be awesome. But while I have you on the phone, would you mind if just let people know what you're doing, how you're dealing with what we're going through right now? How are you dealing with this?
I'm staying home. I'm writing songs. Honestly, I haven't written so many songs in years, so this is a good time to stay home and do all the stuff you always wanted to do. For me, that's writing new songs for a new album, and that's pretty much it. Just stay home.
Yeah, it's funny because there are good sides to. Oh, geez, look at this. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm talking with you, and Dave Cause is cutting in. Look at this. He's actually calling in right now. So I'll tell you what, Dave, you tell me what I should do, Peter White. Should I?
It's okay.
Hold on. Let's see if I can get both you guys on. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on. I think I can. Yes. Hello, Dave.
Can you do it? Hey, I can hear Dave.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We got.
What's going on here? Well, when you know it.
You are so silly. I love it.
I'm watching you, and I can't have Peter White have all the fun.
Man, you guys are too
Dave,
cool.
That's quite all right. You know what? It's great to hear from you, buddy. It's not appropriate. I wish that we were there with you, Braun. This is a great show.
Peter almost demanded that he comes to the show. In spite, he was going to defy the governor, and I'm sure that we would have had the Woodland Hills Police Department at our door, arresting Peter White for misdemeanors.
Well, I wouldn't have tattled on Peter or you. For not social distancing.
Well,
but, I was thinking of all the excuses I would give the police officer, or why I was flying down the 101 freeway. Oh, I'm here to visit a sick relative. You must let me go, officer.
Well, a lot of that's true. I am kind of sick in some ways. But
You're a sick puppy, Rick Braun. How long have I known you? How long have we all known each other? Oh, goodness.
Well,
25 years?
Yeah.
Got to be more.
You guys both know that between us three, I am probably the least capable of chronologically logging things. So you would have to tell me.
Are you, of the three of us, are you actually the oldest, Rick? No, I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. The only person who's older than me is Jeff Lorber.
he
No,
the only person older than you, Jeff?
no. Our dear friend Norman Lear is 95 years old. So you know.
In our circle. I've played with regularly, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure that Jeff Lorber appreciates that. Thank you.
I'm sure he does. We'll hear from him in a moment.
I'm sure he'll call in too. So I asked Peter this before you joined the call. I asked Peter how he's coping with and what he's doing to get through these times, because we're all pretty anxious. I mean, there's a lot of people there's a lot of things going on that are not good right now. So how are you dealing with that? You know.
Is it directed at me?
Yes, sir. Yes, Dave. Yes, Dave. Dave Cause.
Well, it has been I haven't been sleeping very well because it's like kind of a weird, and I'm sure this is the way it is for a lot of people. It's just such a surreal thing. Like you forget. There's moments where you forget what's going on.
Yes.
And then something happens and you're reminded. I mean, one thing that I can tell you is that I've learned to turn the TV off during the day.
Yeah.
And not watch, and that actually calms me down, because the more media you take in, the more excited you get, and more worried you get.
Yeah.
And so I've been really enjoying just not doing that. I did a little playing today. I had a little Facebook Live thing, which took some requests, and
nice.
It's kind of fun. I think that there are silver linings to this whole thing. I haven't quite figured it out.
I love these guys.
I know that sometime when we get through all this, we will look back on this time, Ron, and go, it'll make sense for what happened and what was to come and how we got to the place that we're going. So it's weird. I'll tell you that. It's weird, but
I wonder what we would all be doing right now if it wasn't for the internet. If this happened when there was no internet, what would we be doing? We'd be just calling each other on the phone, I guess.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, that's what... Writing letters, remember that?
Yeah.
We wouldn't be on YouTube.
No.
We wouldn't be on YouTube. So.
But I don't know about you, but I'm seeing whole families, because clearly these are people who are already together. So, I'm seeing whole families like walking around on the street and just enjoying the day and just, appreciating the moment. And that's one of the things that I see that's a positive result of this. And that's probably a result of people not looking at the TV and not looking at the internet. And of course, we don't want people to not look at the internet at this particular moment,
No, we want them to tune into this show. By the way, Braun, you sound great.
Thank you.
You sound great. And I'm very impressed with the camera work and the lighting.
Well, this would be a very good time to acknowledge at a safe, respectable distance my crew and my production staff, which consists of Nicholas Palaio, who you know.
Hi, Nicholas.
Nicholas Palaio.
Hi, Nicholas. Hey.
And Kyle Braun, who have done all the graphics, lighting, camera work, everything is them. And of course,
doing a great job.
Yeah, and they have another friend, Max Strail, who has contributed, and his camera is the main camera, and he's the tallest person that we know in their class. So let's hear it for all those guys. Yeah. So anyway,
congratulations, guys.
Dave says congratulations. So listen, guys, we love you so much, but this show has just it's gone on a long time. I mean, it's supposed to be an hour, and we're already at 75. I have 14 more songs to play. I have 14.
Well, you better get on and play them, and we'll be listening.
Yes.
All right.
I'll play along at home. I'll play along at home. How about that?
All right.
Edie, please give my love to your family too, to Robin and Charlotte. And to all the Brauns, lots of love, and to all the people that are watching that have been such loyal fans of ours for so many years. Thank you guys so much for all the loyalty, all the support and cheerleading that you provide for us. You have no idea how much it means to all of us. So thank you, especially at a time like this that we're all in. The power of music to unite people is such a beautiful thing to witness. What you're doing tonight, Braun, is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Well,
you're doing a great thing.
Thank you both.
It's great, and Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going, and hopefully the restrictions get loosened soon. We all do what we need to do, and we can get everybody in a room together and do this kind of thing into the future with the band. Because the people that are noticeably absent, besides Peter White here, is Nate Phillips, our wonderful bass player, and Carnell Harrell, our keyboard player, who's supposed to come in. Of course, Eric Valentine. None of those guys are here, and all these musicians are out of work right now. We're all out of work indefinitely. And so once again, we want to thank everyone for contributing to the show, and remind you again that I'm not going to be taking any money for this show, and it's all going to go towards the musicians and the production people. So
Wonderful.
Anyway, guys, we love you, and I will play now I'm going to play 12 more songs, so I think it's carry on.
All right.
Okay.
Get back.